What's going on, guys? Welcome to week number 6 of our Houston Texans franchise mode in Madden NFL 18. Take a look at this. We have been getting absolutely burned. You guys saw the gameplay against the Chiefs. You saw the gameplay against the Titans. Eddie Pleasant has been absolutely killing us in the secondary. We desperately need Marcus Gilchrist back, and we need him to play. We need him to jump right in and step in and help us out. This secondary has been just it's just been awful. I've run out of superlatives to describe it. You guys have seen the gameplay. It's just not there. Marcus Gilchrist is a big part of that secondary. He is still up for contract negotiation, but here's the deal. We're kind of stuck right now. We're 3-2. We're in first in the division. We have a big decision to make. Do we play Marcus Gilchrist, who's hurt, who's in a contract year? His acceleration rating will go down from 89 to 75. He has a knee cartilage tear, high chance of re-injury. Now, here's the thing. Despite Eddie Pleasant's struggles, I don't want to rush Marcus Gilchrist back. I really don't. I know I said it at the very beginning of this video that we've been struggling in the secondary. And here's the thing. I don't want him to lose. Look at that speed rating going from 88 to 74. He's no better. He's no better than what Eddie Pleasant has been giving us, right? So there's really no point. I would rather have Marcus Gilchrist sit, get healthy, come back, renegotiate his contract after we see how he plays. That's kind of where I stand on it. So I think what we should do is start Eddie Pleasant, even though he's been killing us in the secondary. All right, guys, so let's check out some big decision here. We decided not to go with Jonathan Joseph for the next upcoming season. He's asking for a little bit too much money, $5.8 million over one more year. He's only 4 overall stats points different than Marcus Gilchrist. Yes, they play different positions. However, it's secondary. It's defensive back, right? I mean, look at what Marcus Gilchrist is asking for. 11.3 total. Jonathan Joseph's asking for a ton of money more over the course of 1 year versus what Gilchrist wants for 3. So, like I said, though, we're going to wait on Gilchrist. C.O. Moore. I'm not too big on C.O. Moore. So I'm actually trying to trade him. He was actually one of my guys that I was trying to shoot for to acquire Malcolm Mitchell, wide receiver from the Patriots. So that trade is still up in the air for me. I want to see how our receivers play more. I want to see how our receivers continue to progress. Because right now, Jalen Strong hasn't seen the field. Dorial Green-Beckham, we took a chance on early in the season. He has not really shown up at all in any of the formations that we've run. So, there might not really be a point to trade C.O. Moore to get Malcolm Mitchell because, well, our receivers aren't seeing the field. The guys that we are trying to bring in and groom just aren't seeing the field. Braxton Miller doesn't really get involved a whole lot. That's probably because he's not getting open. It's literally just Hopkins, Fuller, Fedorowicz, and running back out of the backfield. That's pretty much the only guys that Watson has been throwing to. So that might be an issue as far as depth goes. We're not seeing Braxton Miller get open. We're not seeing Dorial Green-Beckham get open when he's out there. Jalen Strong is buried in the depth chart. Maybe a trade for Malcolm Mitchell actually makes sense. I don't know. I'm still kind of weighing that option. So C.O. Moore, I'm not really thinking about signing him right now. Shane Leckler, we need to sign our punter here. We need to sign our punter. 1 year, 2.6. Why not? Why not? Alfred Blue, I definitely want to bring Alfred Blue back, but we got to talk to him in the next couple weeks. Andre Hall, got to bring him back for sure. Eddie Pleasant, not so much. Not so much. We can use you for this season, but after that, we're not touching you, bud. We're not touching you. All right, let's get into scouting some players here. Let's see, what did we do last episode? I think we looked at some offensive linemen, if I don't remember that correctly here. We did. I remember looking at this guy, Antonio Labinjo. Pretty solid player. If I had to pick a guy, though, it probably would be him. 6'5", 312. 6'6", 305 for Kendall Joseph. So you can't really go wrong with either of these guys, right? Impact block, pass block, the same. Actually, they're flopped. Pass block B- for Joseph. Pass block C+ for Labinjo. We're more of a running team. I want to get this team more to be running the football to the outside, right? That's really where I think Lamar Miller excels. I think Alfred Blue excels running to the outside versus right straight up the middle. If we had a guy like Le'Veon Bell, go straight up the middle, man. Just let him just pound the rock inside. David Johnson, another guy that can do that. But Lamar Miller's got speed. Alfred Blue's got a little bit of speed. We need to run the ball to the outside. And it's going to help Deshaun Watson too. Scrambles. Likes to scramble all the time. Right guard. There's not a whole lot going on in guards. I don't want to waste early weeks looking at guards. Center we're pretty okay at. You guys can see in the bottom left-hand corner there. We're at a B level, so not too concerned about center. Left guard, we do need to look at left guard here, so let's take a look at Jay Maryland, 4th rounder. Not good. 3rd rounder, Ronald, what is that? Niswanger? Niswanger. Miles Maddox. Okay. Not too bad. That's about as far as I want to go with left guard. Left tackle, we're fine. Tight end, we don't need. Wide receiver, Scotty Jockle. That's a great name. Scotty Jockle. Projected mid-1st round. Early 2nd round, Elijah Clinton. He's a route runner. Possession. We might need to pass on wide receiver until maybe late. But this guy, Ace Stevenson. Speed. Ugh. Goodness. Jacoby Murphy. Man, guys, wide receiver class, not good. And then we ran out of points. Okay, well, catching traffic and spectacular catch for Scotty Jockle. Pretty solid. B+ for spectacular catch. Catching traffic, those are good too, because there's been a lot of drops. Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins actually have had a few drops. They'll catch the ball, then they'll get tackled in that tackle animation and just totally just drop the ball. Literally and figuratively. So I kind of like where the Scotty Jockle type thing's going. We'll have to see what happens next week when I scout his last point here and see what comes up. But that's a pretty good indication that he'll probably be a pretty solid player. But here's the thing, guys. We don't even have a 1st round draft pick. And I want to show you guys this because we just don't have it. I got to go to trade first. We'll just pick a random person here off the Bears. Jordan Howard. Look at this. So, just like in real life, yeah, we don't have a 1st round. We have a 3rd round. We have a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and we traded our 6th over to the Saints to get PJ Williams. So, we have to consider acquiring at somehow, some way, guys. We gotta acquire a 1st round draft pick. It's only going to help our cause for this team and getting it younger, getting it better. And honestly, the only guys I can really think of to nab a 1st rounder would be Lamar Miller, or dare I say it, Jadeveon. I don't want to give up Jadeveon though. Is it Merciless? Does Merciless have to go? Does McKinney have to go? I don't know, guys, but J.J. Watt's not going anywhere. Jadeveon's not going anywhere. It's McKinney, Merciless, or maybe Lamar Miller. We got to acquire a first-rounder somehow, some way. Like, you can't not have a first-round draft pick when you're trying to draft younger, trying to infuse that roster and that team with young talent, especially with the draft class that's coming in for 2018. So that's it for this, guys. Let's go right into the gameplay against the Cleveland Browns, the 1-4 Cleveland Browns coming to NRG Stadium.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Texans are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Browns, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Nah, let's just stick with me. Let's stick with Goldie. We'll do that. We won't go to Charles Davis or Brandon Guyton to walk us through this gameplay against the Cleveland Browns. We don't need it. You got me. All right, so let's get this thing going here, guys. Drop pass early on. Braxton Miller unable to hang on to the football and force that 4th and 4. Going to give the Cleveland Browns the football back. Guys, the defense for Houston. You guys saw the graphic there earlier in the video before the game. We're ranked 21st in overall defense. So not too good. Not too good. Not to where I know the level can be played with the Houston Texans defense. It's just that defensive backfield is so bad. You can't let Cody Kessler beat you, though. Check that play out by Jadeveon Clowney stuffing Duke Johnson Jr. in the backfield. So good job by Texans defense to shut down Cody Kessler, but getting the football back here. 2:54 left to go, and Watson's going to throw an interception. We were looking for Hopkins on the right side of that break of that route. However, as soon as Watson threw it, he was breaking left, and Jason McCourty just stepped right in and picked it off. Got to get the defensive line going here. J.J. Watt going to force a fumble, but offensive lineman's going to jump on it. So Cleveland Browns stay with the football. They keep possession. They're going to kick a field goal. So we would have still held them to no points in this game had that fumble been recovered. C.J. Fedorowicz with a big catch there, so that's going to set up the Texans offense on the 5-yard line. This is a run play to Alfred Blue. Check that play out. Good run. Cutting, weaving, shifting. He wanted to go right. The play was to the right, but that lane on the left side of the offensive line was just wide open. Just absolutely wide open. He's just going to stumble in there for a touchdown. So it's 7-3 now, Houston. We're late in the second quarter, and then look at J.J. Watt. Huge sack there. Going to force a 4th and 20. 4th and 20. That's after another sack previous to this one on Cody Kessler. So he's getting beat up. Second quarter late. 45 seconds left, and then look at DeAndre Hopkins, man. The guy is a boss at wide receiver, just burning the corner. Couldn't tell who that was, but he absolutely burned him on that route. That route right there, guys, was the little one cut to the left and then shoot on the fly, and he was gone. Same route here, though, on the left. Hopkins, one cut and go, and look at that. Another touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins. 3 seconds left in the final part of the second quarter. Guys, that play was money. Play was money for 2 straight drives. We managed our timeouts effectively. The Browns just couldn't get a first down, so we got the football back, and we were able to put it in the end zone. Yet again, it's 21-3, and then look at Deonta Foreman. He's getting some action. Look at that juke, the power and the speed, and he's able to get this ball up there to the 11-yard line. We got nothing going on offense here after that drive, and then Nick Novak is going to punch it through. 24-3, guys, late in the third quarter. Getting the football back here. We got Foreman still out on the field, and we're going to take a little stretch play, and look at this. He's got blockers in front. Good play there, but he's going to get hurt. He injured his hand. So yet again, another injury for the Texans. Guys, we just got Lamar Miller back next week. Next week, we're going to get Lamar Miller back. And then we just lose another running back. So Alfred Blues and Akeem Hunt is pretty much the only guys we have on our roster right now. So this is not a good situation. It's just the injury bug. The injury bug. You just can't seem to shake it right now. Nick Novak going to kick this one through 27-3. You guys saw a big pass play there to Hopkins. Either Hopkins or Braxton Miller. I'm trying to refresh my memory there. But nonetheless, good play to get us into field goal range. 2:50 left to go. Going to kick another field goal after another offensive possession does not lead to a touchdown. So it's now 30-3 for Nick Novak and your Houston Texans. Let's go Texans. Cody Kessler finds David Njoku for a late score. Kind of a meaningless score for them. The game was pretty much over with 1:09. So guys, the Texans get this W in solid fashion. A 30-10 victory. Defense played extremely well, shut down Cody Kessler, and I'm going to attribute it more to the defensive line as the reason why we pretty much won this football game and shut down the Browns offense. They don't have much going on in the first place offensively, but it was just a really good kind of a pick-me-up game to kind of get some momentum and keep going. So guys, I will see you in a pre-recorded version of week number 7, which is the bye week, and then we'll get into the gameplay for week number 8, which is the Seattle Seahawks. So you guys will see that. You see both weeks there. Once again, I do apologize for getting all of this up to you guys so late, especially on a Monday. So it's been pretty much 2 weeks with no Madden Houston Texans franchise, and we're always going to be 2 weeks ahead from now on. So next Sunday, expect to get week number 9 and week number 10. So you guys will look forward to that. So I will see you guys next Sunday, and just enjoy the bye week episode and the Seattle Seahawks gameplay. What's going on, guys? Welcome to week number 7 of our Houston Texans franchise in Madden NFL 18. In this one, I'm going to do some scouting as usual. We got some negotiations to work out, and then we got some people returning from injury. So we'll go over that, and then obviously, like I said in the last episode, when we covered the Browns game, I want to be at least 1 week ahead of the real-life NFL season. Maybe we'll go 2 weeks ahead just so we can always be ahead of the NFL season, or at least try to speed this thing up a little bit. Because I got to thinking about it. If I do Madden every Sunday, one episode every Sunday, it fits in line with the NFL schedule. Yeah, right. You know, that's kind of cool. But by the same token, if I only did it on Sundays, the game's going to be obsolete before I even had a chance to really dig into it. You know, so we're going to start uploading more regularly for Madden now that the season is in pretty much full gear. There's a lot of things going on, so the NFL's got a lot of buzz going on with it, and with that, we are going to be at least maybe 2 weeks ahead. Then we'll get 4 weeks ahead. So yeah, 3 weeks ahead, 4 weeks ahead, 5 weeks ahead, pretty much. If we upload 2 times or 2 gameplay videos per week. So that's kind of where I've envisioned it. So let's get into this episode. Let's get into this bye week and then go straight into the Seahawks game. So first and foremost, let's talk about who's returning from injury. David Quessenberry. Thank the Lord he's coming back. We needed him. Marcus Gilchrist, obviously, and then Lamar Miller. So this is good stuff. This is very, very good stuff. 90 overall, Lamar Miller. We need that. Look at the speed rating. 92, 87 compared to Alfred Blue, 77 overall. So Lamar Miller gives us that added dimension that we had not had in a couple weeks. So Marcus Gilchrist is going to help us out on defense for sure, and then David Quessenberry obviously is going to help us on the O-line for sure. So all right, so guys, after that, now let's get into some contract negotiations, and then we'll go straight into scouting. Marcus Gilchrist, I want to see what he's got. I want to see what he's got in that Seattle game, and then we can talk about negotiating a contract extension. C.O. Moore, I said in the last episode, I'm not too interested in C.O. Moore. 27 years old, he's only 78 overall. He's more of a depth guy for me. Alfred Blue, gotta have you. Gotta have you. Maybe we might want to slim down here on the bonus. So we'll slim down the bonus a little bit. We'll up the offer. Let's see if he takes that. It's definitely above what he wants. 5.36. I think we can do that. Well, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna play hardball with Alfred Blue. I mean, we got running backs, Deonta Foreman in the mix, obviously, and then there's obviously always guys in the free agent market, and then able to be drafted too. So, Alfred Blue, you're in a position where there's a dime a dozen guys that can fit right in. Nick Novak, gotta have Nick Novak. And then obviously Eddie Pleasant, Andre Hall, everybody else is later on down the line. So we got this thing covered. We'll be all right. We'll be good. All right, let's get into some scouting some players now. So the last time we were doing this, we were going after some offensive linemen. And I remember one guy in specific, Labinjo. I'm really big on this Antonio Labinjo guy. Impact block B+, run block B-, C+ pass. Now, depending on how the season goes, guys, we're 3-2 right now, but the way Deshaun Watson's been playing and the offense, I think we might make the playoffs. Now, depending on a giant collapse, if we're able to get a pretty high pick in our round, we only have a third round pick. We do not have a first or a second. We only have a third. You might think that we're wanting to trade some pieces to start getting a little bit younger. And we were talking about possibly trading one of our linebackers, whether that's McKinney or Merciless. Not too sure. But we're probably not going to get Antonio Labinjo. Probably not going to do anything in the first round. At this point, I think we need to start focusing on some guys that are later on in the later rounds, because where it stands right now, we don't have any of those picks. So to be focusing on first round is almost pointless. I know that we were scouting a guy that was a wide receiver, Scotty Jockle. Love Scotty Jockle, but I just don't think he's going to fall there. I mean, he's the best wide receiver right now, the #1 overall receiver in the draft. I think we need to start focusing on some guys later on in some rounds here, like, let's see, 6'1", 6'2", Howard House, right? 6'2", 214. Let's see what he's got. A- spectacular. B+. Nice. Ooh. Howard House. Maybe he falls. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe he falls to third round. We might be able to get him. Might be able to snag him. He is a late second rounder, so we might be able to nab him, guys. But that's a good player to try to target. Scotty Jockle, guys up here in the first round, not so much. Not so much. So let's continue on with our scouting then, because like I said, guys, no need for first round. No need. Running backs, since we've got a little bit of an issue. Oh crap, my batteries. No, you can't have the battery issue. Yeah, so now that we've got kind of an issue here with Alfred Blue, we don't really know what he's thinking. Let's start targeting some running backs. Let's see, who do we want to go after here? Jaleel Swede from Michigan State. Like the vision. The vision's nice. C+ carrying. He's undrafted. Lester Lee Steer, speedback from Northern Iowa. Ooh. 7th rounder. For being projected in the 5th. Not too good. See what Morgan Brown from Tennessee. I like Tennessee running backs. They're pretty good. Oh, no, he's got nothing. What about some... Can't look for second round. Demarius Maxwell. 7th rounder. Holy cow. What's up with these running backs? They don't project. Man. Sefa Atachu. Okay. Power back. He's an early 2nd rounder. This guy actually might be pretty good, just because of the name, right? The name alone means he's going to be a star. Sefa Atachu. All right. Atachu. Long maze. In other words, his nickname is Labyrinth. Okay. We don't really need tight ends. Left tackle is pretty solid. Left guard, we might need to focus on left guard. We kind of figured that out here with Miles Maddox, Ronald Niswanger. Center, not too bad in center. What was that guy's name? Oh my gosh, I thought that said Prince Fielder. Wow, that would have been funny. Let's get some. Let's focus on some right guards. Man, let's do that. Impact block. No. So Tavares Tart. He's done in my book. C+ impact block. I don't like that. And we only have 1 point left. So, guys, that's your scouting for right now. Like I said, we got to consider some of our options later on in the draft, since we just do not have anything early. Now, if a trade comes along where we can acquire a 1st or a 2nd round pick, I got to consider it, because the way that things are going right now, especially on our defensive side of the football, it ain't looking too good. I mean, yeah, we're pretty young here with Watkins and Reeder, but we got some issues in the defensive backfield. So, got some things to clean up there. Let us go ahead and advance. And we'll get right into the Seattle Seahawks gameplay after we do some more scouting. All right, cool. So look at this, guys. We're going to get Dan Williams back. Ooh. Nah, Dan Williams. Look at that. 80 acceleration to 68. Well, no, we need to go with Carlos Watkins. Get him some more XP. Get him some playing time. Do we have anybody else looking for negotiation? Eddie Pleasant, Andre Hall. I want to bring Andre Hall back. Young guy. And then Alfred Blue. Let's see if we can figure Alfred Blue out. He still wants that bonus, that high bonus. Let's go 1.8 at 720. Well, that's 506, so we need to up it a little bit. If he doesn't take that, he's got a problem. No. Blue. Alfred Blue, we're not going to give you more of a bonus, bud. We're just not going to do it. We're 23rd in value in funds, guys. 28.1 million. I want to kind of save that for some free agents as we go forward. All right, scouting some college players. Let us do this thing. Let's get this thing going. Let's continue on with Jabril Stevens, undrafted. Unbelievable. Undrafted. There we go. There we go. That's pretty solid. We might have to select Mitch Cannon. B run block, B-, B-. That's pretty solid for a 5th rounder. We'll have to go and check out the combine report as well for all of these guys. But 6'2", 324 as a right guard. I like that. Don't you guys like that? I think Mitch Cannon might be a good fit. But these undrafted guys, you might be able to find a diamond in the rough here. So do not ever pass up on some of these undrafted guys, because they just might fall into that 5th or 4th round, maybe 6th round, and actually be able to help out. Like Lenerick Whitlock, B impact. So I kind of like the way that this is going here. C+, C, C+, B-. Okay, so he projects at undrafted. He projects at undrafted. Yeah, I kind of want to focus a little here on undrafteds as well. Just try to find that diamond in the rough, because I have a feeling that there is going to be a guy in this draft who no one thinks about, but he's going to totally turn around a franchise for sure. Be the guy, be the face. Now let's get into Seattle Seahawks gameplay at Centurylink Field against the 12th man
of the season. It's the Texans going up against the Seahawks. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at Centurylink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. A minute or so ago, it was the veteran leader of this Seattle secondary, Cam Chancellor, firing up the Seahawk crowd that's in its usual full roar as he and his mates get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans.
Well, thank you very much, Braden. Brandon? What? Whatever. Who cares? Guys, we get Marcus Gilchrist back on defense. Thank God, because this defensive secondary needs the assistance badly. First carry here for Lamar Miller. He's coming back from that injury, and he's going to fumble the football. But Braxton Miller picks this football up, and he's going to run for at least a couple more yards. You know, we'll take the extra yards, but that's not a good sign by Lamar Miller fumbling his first carry on the game. But it was a nice run. We'll give him that. It just was not. You can't fumble the football on your first carry, man. You're going to lose your job to Alfred Blue, who's in the middle of some contract negotiations, and he's kind of holding out on us a little bit. Not a good situation for Texans running backs at the moment. Plus, Deonta Foreman is out right now. So, kind of running back situation for Texans are a little suspect right now. You guys saw Nick Novak kick that field goal through. It's 3-0 Houston. Good catch there on the sidelines by Doug Baldwin to convert the first down. And then look at Russell Wilson. He's got all day to throw. He's going to scramble here to the right, and he's able to get rid of it. He had a spy on him, but it looked like he was able to get some yards. He already had positive yards. I didn't know why he threw it away. It's an interesting call by the CPU. And look at this, Amara Darboh with the high point catch there and just shoving off Jonathan Joseph like a rag doll. Whoever, the Michigan guys, whoever thought that Amara Darboh had that much strength or that much power being a receiver? Look at that. High points of football, and then boom. Get out the way. Jonathan Joseph, the old man, had no shot here. Look at that. Great positioning. Great catch for 22 yards, and then he was on his back heels, and he just flailed. Watson gets hit as he throws, and the ball is going to get picked off here. Not good, guys. Not good. Deshaun Shedd gets that interception, forces the football into coverage, and then check this out. Doug Baldwin with a nice catch here. Sets him up on at least the 5-yard line, getting some running plays going with Thomas Rawls in the backfield on the 1-yard line now, the 4th now after he gets tackled for a loss. Roberto Aguayo comes on and gets a field goal. So the interception cost him 3 points. Not good. Not good, guys. And then look at this play. Look at that. Jonathan Joseph yet again is going to get burned. Jermaine Kearse with the crossing route. Looked like a post cross. Touchdown. 17-3. This is unbelievable, guys. This is the same route that AJ Green ran against us on the Thursday night game against the Bengals. It just, for whatever reason, just cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped with this defensive backfield for the Texans. They still got issues. Lamar Miller with a nice run there to pick us up 12, so it's 3rd and 3, and then a drop versus 4th and 3. This game kind of felt like it was getting out of hand a little bit. It's still early in the second quarter. However, we were running the football really well and thought we could convert this 4th and 3. and then we get a flag for a false start. It's going to push him back to 4th and 13. Going to punt the football, going to get it back with 2:56 left to go. Got to drive down the field, and Hop gets us to 3rd and 3. That would have been a nice first down. Nice gain there. Seattle's defense, Seattle's defensive backs, they're pretty dang solid. So they are forcing big hits on our receivers, and they don't have any separation right now. Watson's forced to make a lot of crazy good throws. And look at that. Lamar Miller fumbles the football again. 2 fumbles already in the game, but this one, no teammate, no Braxton Miller is going to be there to save you, Lamar. Fumble that football, give Seattle it back. I mean, that's a huge hit. So that's 2 times now in this game. In the first half, he's just gotten absolutely rocked. Wide open receiver there. And he's unable to convert the throw and the big gain. And Roberto Aguayo comes on and misses that field goal. Still 17-3, so the Texans lucked out big time on that play, on that drive. Look at this play by Will Fuller. Great job there, working against Deshaun Shedd. Boom. Nice job, man. And then we get Will Fuller again, who actually had, in real life, had a big game against Seattle yesterday, Sunday. Good catch there, good run, and then we got Lamar Miller up the middle, but there's a flag on the play. It is a touchdown. It should be 17-10, but with this flag, it will be coming back. So guys, Texans just shooting themselves in the foot here. It's unbelievable. It is unfreaking believable. So 3rd and 10, running the same play here. And check it out, we got Hopkins, but he's going to drop the football working against Richard Sherman's going to lay the lumber on him. So guys, yet again, lay in the lumber. And look at this play, a blocked field goal. So yet again, guys, the Texans just cannot get anything going offensively. As Nick Novak gets tackled here. We're surprised he didn't even get hurt on that play. Boom. 17-3 still. 24 seconds left as Seattle gets the football back off of that turnover. Luckily, we get a sack here. Jadeveon Clowney comes up big, forces a timeout. That was 3rd down. We do get the football back. We're trying to drive down the field, try to get at least 3 points or get in field goal position, make this a 17-6 football game, and maybe if we get lucky, we hit one big for a touchdown. We're shooting Fuller on a fly route, and then he's going to get sacked. So Watson gets sacked. Still a 17-3 game, guys. A lot of action going on. Big plays, especially on the side of the Seattle Seahawks, not so much on the Texans side. Little play action pass here for Watkins, and then Sherman just jumps the route. I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. I'm a little disappointed in Deshaun Watson in this football game right now. And Lamar Miller for the fumbles, and, well, the Texans defense. So going out on the road against Seattle, it's a tough task. It's a really, really tough task. But it's not like the Texans are still out of it. It's not like they're out of it here. It's 17-3 game. If you can hold them to maybe a field goal, you're still within the game. Quick score, what have you. But it looks like Seattle is just trying to run the football and run the clock down. 3rd and 8. It's going to force a 4th and 8. They will punt. So this is a crucial drive, an absolutely crucial drive for Watson and the Texans. We got DeAndre Hopkins deep against Richard Sherman, and he's going to score. So guys, just like we were talking about, the Texans are not out of this football game. It's now 17-10 late in the 3rd quarter. Look at that catch and run. Sherman with a desperation dive, just could not get there, could not make the tackle. Now the defense has got to step up. Got to step up, guys, and then they do. 3rd and 2 situation, little read option play for Russell Wilson. He's going to get tackled in the backfield. So 3rd and 12 with Watson and the Texans, and is Hopkins going to convert? He does make the catch. Does he get past the line? No, he does not. It is 4th and 1 now. Start of the fourth quarter. What do? We are going to go for this thing because it's at the 50. It's right on the 50-yard line. Got to get a score here. Little handoff. Trying to get him jumping early, but look at that. Lamar Miller gets stuffed in the backfield here. 4th and 1 does not convert, so it sets up Seattle at the 50-yard line, but he's going to get sacked here. Russell Wilson gets sacked by Carlos Watkins. He's coming up huge. We did have the choice to play Dan Williams coming back from injury, but we decided to go with Carlos Watkins, and he makes a great play. And then this catch here, unbelievable play, guys. I mean, Russell Wilson, what else can you do? What else can you do? He threw for 450 yards in real life against the Texans, and then he does that. So Luke Wilson is found up the middle for a 33-yard touchdown, 24-10. We really regret going for that 4th and 1 situation. It was probably the worst call you could probably make there. You're at the 50-yard line, just punt the ball away and play field position, and then you don't lead to that score there. So do a little super sim. 31-10 now. They do score again. And then look at this. Thomas Rawls with the moves and the shake and bake. 38-10, guys. 38-10. That was just adding insult to injury right there for sure. They had 38 seconds in the fourth quarter. So Texans, guys, lose this one big. Watson doesn't even want to talk to the reporters. Just played like crapola. So, guys, hopefully we can come back. We can get some things going against the Indianapolis Colts or LA Rams offense. So, guys, I will see you next Sunday. We will have both games, the Colts and the Rams, gameplay for you. And so, yeah, I will see you guys then. Leave a like if you like this thing. And if you're new here and you like it, love it, and want more of it, you know what to do. Hit that little red button for a subscribe. I'm a little depressed, guys. I'm a little depressed. I didn't get the good subscribe out. But if you really want it, I'll try my best. Hit that little red button for a subscribe. There he is. There it is. I'm looking forward to the Colts game and the Rams game for sure. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, I will see you guys on Sunday. Peace.